Hey everyone, my name's Ariel Cohen and I am the co-founder of Marketing 411. Today I'm really excited because I'm going to talk about Upwork. And this is a question I get asked a lot. How do I hire top talent and reliable talent on Upwork? So I'm going to show you our process of how we find, vet, review the proposals of Upwork talent and how it's successfully helped our business, whether you're an agency or any type of business. Upwork and finding freelance talent can really help you scale and fulfill your services. We've literally found people on Upwork that we've now been working with for years. They're actually full time employees of our business. So if this could work for us, it could definitely work for you. I'm going to start with the job post. Obviously, like any other job listing or job post, you want to be very descriptive, very specific on what you are looking for, what criteria, what skill sets they need to have. So let's kind of go through this quickly, and then I'll talk about how we review the proposals and what I'm looking for, and also what signs are a complete no-go. So first, let's talk about location. Some of you may be very particular. You may want to work with people only within a certain country, in the United States, etc. And others may open it up worldwide. I personally recommend worldwide because you open up the door to find top tier talent, more affordable talent. It does also bring some non-qualified candidates and more kind of profiles you have to swift through, but there's always a diamond in the rough, I guess you could say. So I leave ours to worldwide. I'm very descriptive in what we're looking for. In this example, this is a website developer job posting. So I'm very descriptive of what it includes, what we're going to need, what are the must haves, and what is a complete do not apply, which is no agencies allowed, which I'll explain. But I've tried working with other agencies in the past. It never works out. We're an agency ourselves. We want freelancers who we can develop their talent and grow with them and bring them eventually to be full-time employees, if they don't start full-time right away. So I stay away from agencies. Having this one descriptive line does help avoid some agencies from applying. However, we still do get agencies, and I'll show you what to look for to know if someone's an agency or not. Okay, then we put some details about the job, how many hours we think it's going to be, what kind of length. In this case, we're looking for people to have relationships with for a long period of time and hopefully bring them on as full-time employees. Okay, so that's like the project length. Now, the level of expertise, this is important. Some of you may be focused and you just kind of want someone more affordable. So you're okay with a beginner, an intermediate level. In this case, we want experts only. What we're doing and what we're producing is at a very high level. So this is kind of, we know with web development, we cannot have any beginners fill this position. And in this case, you could put the hourly or the project budget. We usually try to research what is the averages, and that's how we base what we're doing, what we're offering. Okay, and then the project type, obviously you could see complex project here. We're not looking for any newbies. We need someone who's an expert in what they're doing. And then another thing is you could add custom questions. I always put, please share examples of your work. If I cannot see your work, we're not getting anywhere. If I think someone's qualified, which we'll talk about, I'll message them asking them for links to their work, but this shows that they're confident and they have a good portfolio. Again, they're not a beginner, they're an expert. So I always want to see their work. Okay, obviously there's some other skill tags you can put, preferred qualifications, talent type independent. Like I said, I don't like working with other agencies. They're usually not prioritizing us. And on top of that, it just doesn't really work out. I want someone who's a freelancer who's looking for full-time work and tired of doing all these different side jobs on Upwork and could possibly work full-time for us. Job success score. So this is people who have had, you can leave reviews on Upwork. These are people who have had at least 80% or higher. Again, we want the top tier talent. Another thing here is the level of English they speak. For me, communication is very important. For you, it should also be important. So I need their English to be fluent so they understand what I'm communicating to them in regards to the project. I do not budge on that. And then location, you could put some locations you're focused on. In this case, I did dial down a little bit, looking for a couple different locations. And yeah, you could see even what I mentioned about the pay range, the bid range. You could see the high, the average, which we're right in the middle of the average, and the low for this type of position. So you can see here that we actually received 37 proposals. So let me look through it with you and explain what I'm looking for when reviewing these proposals. Also, before we do that, you do have the option to invite freelancers. I highly recommend that. Just take a few minutes, go through a couple of pages, and invite people that you feel are qualified. So you can go out and look for talent rather than having the talent find you, and invite a couple of people to the position, to the job post. So the proposals. Okay. You have to sift through these proposals. You want to go through and at glance kind of look and see some of the basics. I usually know right away, like thumbs up or thumbs down. I will thumbs down people if I know right away they're not a good fit, because I don't even want to waste my time and I want to get them off this list. And then I'll thumbs up them if they stand out to me. So at the end of reviewing all the proposals, I kind of have a targeted list of people I want to shoot messages out to set up meetings with. And I always do a Zoom call with them. I usually ask for them to have their camera on so I can meet them face to face. I want to build a relationship and know who I'm dealing with, who we're dealing with, because our work is very important to us. Every project matters. So I want to make sure, again, I'm dealing with someone who is a good fit for our company and our team in the long term. So let's take a look here. All right, so this guy applied for the position. He's located in the United Kingdom. Awesome. He looks like he has some experience on the front end and back end. I could see his hourly rate, which is a little bit over what I put, but not too bad. So he might be still worth looking into. Now, if my budget is $20 and someone's $70, I'll immediately thumbs down them, because I'm not going to waste their time or mine. I know they're out of budget. I can't afford it. But in this case, let's see. So he's earned about 60,000 plus on Upwork. So he definitely has had quite a few jobs, top rated. So let's see what Saeed has going on. Okay, so when I look at his profile, and this is really important. Number one, he put examples of his work. Love that, because it saves me time. I can immediately click on these links and see, is he a good fit for what we're doing? Yes or no. It's that simple. If I click on a couple of these and it's not a good fit, I don't even waste my time going through anything else. I'll click out and go to the next profile and thumbs down him. Okay. But in this case, he puts examples of his work. This shows me, with the amount of examples he's had, that, he has some good experience. If I chose to hop on a call with him, I would further ask about these projects to make sure I understand exactly what he did for that project. A lot of times, for web development in particular, we've seen people use other people's templates and say it's their work. So I want to know exactly what they did and make sure they have a good understanding of the expert level technology or whatever it is that they are doing, whatever task they're performing. So they have a bio here. I'll kind of browse through this, see what they have going on. This is usually just a template they send, so I don't pay too much attention to it, but I will look to see if there's any keywords that stick out to me that is something I'm looking for. So for example, we worked a lot with Elementor. So, okay, that stands out to me here. Okay. Now what's most important is going to be down here. And this immediately tells me if it's a yes or no. Okay. And this is work history. So I could see they've completed 97 jobs. That tells me that they're not really looking for anything full time, or it's not going to be a long-term relationship. Typically, they're just cycling out jobs on Upwork. On top of that, this is really what will turn me away, is in progress. He has 19 other jobs in progress on Upwork right now. So that tells me he's not going to be able to give us the quality or the dedication, I should say, work or level of attention that we need. He definitely can't be full-time because he's running 19 other projects right now. It also tells me that he's most likely associated with an agency. And remember, we do not work with agencies. Again, nothing against them. We're an agency ourselves, and that's why there's a conflict of interest there usually. And look right here, boom, associated with. This is the agency he's associated with. Okay, so you could just scroll down and you'll see if they're associated with an agency right away. So based on all these things, I would have known right away, boom, get him out of here, thumbs down. Not interested, not a good fit. Okay, so then I'd come to the next guy. We could see some things about him. He's within our range. He's earned a lot of money here on Upwork. He boosted, also it said he boosted, so he to get on top of our list. He does have some work he's done. that he shared here. So again, I'll click through some of his work. Okay, this is just a template, so I'm not really looking too much at it. I'll look at a couple of things, like he has 10 years experience, 10 years working with US clients, etc. Here I could see he has 7 jobs in progress. I will look at the ratings. I want to review what people are saying about him. Okay, and it seems like he has some really great ratings. For example, with this particular job, he worked for this person for over 3,000 hours at $17 an hour and made $52,000. That tells me that he is a long-term, project. He can possibly be someone that we work with long-term. I mean, even here, he did another project for $875, $20 an hour, and made 15,000. And again, very, very good comments about him. Okay, so he's actually someone I might look into. We've already hired for this position, but he seems pretty good. Let's see, he doesn't look like he's associated with any agencies necessarily. In progress, he's about seven projects in progress. So I'll look just to see, this one he's been doing for a long time. The only thing that turns me away from him is that he's been doing these projects for so long that I feel like he won't have enough time to dedicate to my project unless he was an agency. I think that's the only way someone could be putting in this many hours. He definitely has a team. He to be putting in this many hours as one person. So again, probably not a good fit for me, right? If I'm looking for someone who's not a part of an agency. So that's basically what I do and go through everyone here. So I'll go through the entire list. And when someone is a good fit, so let's just say, for example, they are a good fit, I will go ahead and you can shoot them a message here, and I'll ask to set up a Zoom meeting. And on the Zoom meeting, I'll make sure that, again, I want their cameras on, I want to do screen shares, and I want to treat this as any other interview that I would do with someone right here if they were in my office. So I hope that's helpful for you guys, kind of walks you through, what to include in your job posting, what to look for, what are do not hires, what to avoid. And yeah, good luck with your hiring.